A portfolio is a group of projects, programs, sub-portfolios if any, and operational work that is carried out by the portfolio management staff throughout the year. Portfolio management is the centralized management of the portfolio. To explain the concept of portfolio management, I am going to use an analogy. Let us say that you have some money that you wish to invest. So you go to your financial advisors and inform them that you want to invest. What are the first questions the financial advisors going to ask you? What is your goal and how much risk are you willing to take? So you answer both questions. And based on your response, the financial advisors recommend some stocks, bonds, and funds for you to invest in. You will not put all your eggs in one basket. That is, you will not just invest in one fund or stock. You will diversify the investment. Why? Because your objective is to make money, and you understand that some of the funds you are investing in may not perform as expected, and some may perform better. Your overall objective is to get as much return as possible. So you have selected a few. So let us say you selected Coca-Cola stock, which is expected to give a return of 4% over the next year. 6 months later, you got a call from your financial advisor saying that Coca-Cola stocks are doing better than expected with a return of 6% instead of 4%. And they are expected to continue the same rate with medium risk. However, the Pepsi company is coming up with a new product. Its stock is expected to perform at 9% with the same level of risk, medium risk. We recommend that you sell Coca-Cola stocks and buy the Pepsi stocks. Why wouldn't you? Unless you have some sort of emotional attachment to Coca-Cola, why wouldn't you want to make more money at the same level of risk? You will ask to switch the investment. Portfolio management plays exactly the same role for an organization. Management says we have money to invest in projects and programs. Tell us which ones should we invest in. The portfolio manager says, what are your goals and how much risk are you willing to take? Well, the portfolio manager does not actually say that. Instead, they look at the strategic objectives of the organization, the 5-year strategic plan or something to determine the organizational goals, and then they also look at the risk appetite of the organization, which is sometimes defined by metrics to say how much risk is acceptable. Organizations with enterprise risk management function will have more clearly defined criteria for evaluating risks. Now, the portfolio manager has received requests for funding from various groups and departments in the organization so that they can do their projects and programs. Of course, the organization does not have funds to provide to all the proposals, so the best ones have to be selected and funded. The portfolio manager will create criteria based on various factors like how well a proposal helps meet various strategic objectives, how risky is the proposal, how long will it take, are there resources available, and many other factors that will be considered. So based on the criteria, the portfolio manager will select the top proposals and recommend that these be approved by the senior management. In most cases, senior management approves almost all of the recommended projects and programs, but sometimes they may ask for more information on a few of the proposal and hold the approval. Imagine you are the project manager for one of the approved projects. You were provided funding and the project has been progressing quite well. It is in fact ahead of schedule and under budget. One Monday morning, you start work and there is an email from the portfolio manager saying that your project has been cancelled. You wonder why. Later you find out that there is a new project proposal which will generate more benefits for the organization than what your project is expected to bring. So the portfolio manager decided that your project can be cancelled and instead the money can be invested in that new project. The senior management approved it and you got the email informing you of the cancellation. Remember the Coca-Cola Pepsi scenario? Portfolio manager's success is linked to the aggregate performance of the investment. They know that some projects will be highly successful, some will fail, and some may have to be cancelled rather mid-flight. Some may have to be entirely abandoned after approval, and some new ideas and projects may come up later which will have to be accommodated. They focus on getting maximum output from the total investment in projects and programs. The organization gets several benefits through portfolio management. Let us review the big ones. Project and program funding is focused on achieving the strategic objectives because the criteria favors projects with a clear and strong alignment to the strategic goals. The project selection and funding approval process is well defined and guides the senior management to make good and rational decisions regarding the funding. All proposals are evaluated against the same criteria, which brings consistency and confidence in the process. The criteria to select the right projects and programs creates transparency and removes the perception of politics being played and favoritism. And all projects and programs will have a central oversight which helps in coordination as well as learnings that can be shared across the projects and programs.